Boy, oh, it's been a wild day.
Oh yeah.
Fucking college, yeah, college football has been crazy today. Cool, good shit though. A great college football day. I want to start out with primetime Deion Sanders. We're gonna start just doing stuff like this throughout the week. You know, after every college football game day, we'll start giving you guys a whole lot more content, and it's cooking up, which is really wild. Deion Sanders, they lost to Stanford. They were favored to beat Stanford, but unfortunately, they were up 29 points and took a pretty substantial L in the later
Tough L.
rounds, in the later quarters to Stanford, which is really crazy. I'm just wondering, you're starting to not hear so much about Deion Sanders anymore. It's going down a little bit, and I think it's the perfect thing. They were up by 29 points. They showed a lot of undisciplined moments, and it was just really weird. It was just a really weird loss. Stanford got stronger as the game went on. Did you see it?
I saw little highlights of it, and I think the main aspect is really getting it and training the right way. Now that the Hollywood aesthetics of it all is gone, you know, now we can really focus on what we need to do, and let's really play some ball.
Yeah, there were some major breakdowns. Rushing yards weren't a huge issue. They got beat on hard. This kid, Ayamornar, had 13 receptions, receiving 293 yards and 3 touchdowns. His longest one was a 97-yard touchdown. That is fucking insane. That is insane. He by himself brought back. Salute to this motherfucker.
I guess it's when you really want it, right?
God damn. That is crazy. So,
Yeah.
I think Colorado has a whole lot of patching up to do, fixing up there. I think, listen, it's going to be what it's going to be this year, but guess what? Them boys are rolling in. Them Buffalo Soldiers. They rolling in, Stag. He getting recruit after recruit after signee after signee.
And this is what I think, and this is what I'm looking forward to. I'm actually looking forward to next year, because right now you saw the building stage. He didn't have all the tools that he needed, and I think by showing what he could do with what he has now, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, let's give it to him. Let's give him these weapons, and let's see how he really takes it up. You know, because I mean, let's be realistic. These teams are actually better. They got more. Some of these teams,
A lot
you know,
more
they
depth. A lot more depth on a lot of these teams. They have a lot more levels and a lot more fucking. Their third strings are 5 stars. So not saying. Not saying that Deion's getting ready to bring that in. He's going to bring that kind of shit in. At Stanford, they don't have that kind of. They have good recruits from the past, but yeah, Deion is. Those guys are just running on a certain level. Stanford has great dogs too. I just don't know how they pulled that out. It was more heart than anything, you know. That's what it seemed like. It was like there was some heart missing there. They wanted that motherfucker, and they came and got it. And
that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Still brought the funk though, with the fucking excitement though. He brought the excitement. I
Well,
thought that
I
was
mean,
major.
I like the temperament of everything now. We're actually enjoying the game. For what it is. It's
Yeah.
So what else you got though?
Well, I want to say this too. I think that before we leave Dion, I think that we have a lot of. He's got a lot of recruits, and I think that this is the perfect time for him to kind of go right here. He was like up here a long time ago, and I think it's cool. Just go right here, right. Yo, he got a kid that has skipped playing his whole football season as a senior. I think the kid played like 3 games, and he just skipped the rest of them to get ready to leave early to go to Colorado. He's a number one kid. Oh, please forgive me for my sorry podcasting right now. I forget the kid's name, was out of Calabasas High School in California. He's insane. And so I just wanted to say, yeah, Deion Sanders is gonna be loud and clear next year around this time. Larry, loud. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I'm predicting they'll be in the top 8 at this point in time next year in college football. Colorado
That's what's
Buffs, I promise.
That's
Those
what's up.
recruits rolling in.
I love to see that.
Yes, sir. All right. So look, let's get to some college football scores. Right now we have Boise State and Colorado State. Boise State has 20, Colorado has 10. We have about 12 minutes and 2 seconds left in that game. Just ended, I think, was it third quarter just ended? Yes. San Diego State, 17-17 with Hawaii. Also live right now. Georgia runs the dog on Vanderbilt, 37-20. Michigan, those guys had some fun on Indiana today. They just did. They did whatever the fuck they wanted to do. Okay.
All right. Okay. They just did whatever the fuck they felt like. Okay. They just ran up their ass. Okay. I mean, they didn't give a fuck. It's crazy.
Wow.
I don't know what Indiana came to do, but it wasn't to play football. Okay. So there it is.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't do anything right.
It was terrible, bro. Ohio State also smashes Purdue 41-7. Purdue pretended like they wanted to do something and did a lot of promo. They really tried to promo this shit, and it just wasn't working for them. Florida State smashed Syracuse 41-3. What else do we have? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, they do. Now, the big game of the night was, first of all, let me give you this. Massachusetts against Penn State. Penn State against Massachusetts was 63-0. Oregon versus Washington was a great game.
Okay.
Penix was a monster. Okay? Let me say you this. Bo Nix, I have a whole new respect for Bo Nix. And Bo Nix is who they say he fucking is. Okay, can I say that? Bo Nix is who they say he is. All right?
Tell me about him.
So Bo Nix and Penix are both up for, both quarterbacks from Washington and Oregon are both up for the Heisman Trophy.
Okay.
This place was packed. It was rock'em sock'em robots in there. And these teams fought all the way to the end. The 36-33 Washington win was really only because they kind of just ran out of, they could not keep up with. Washington finished this game really well. They finished well, and they just could not complete the. Yeah, it was all. But the defense managed very well, but it was a very exciting environment, bigger than anything that I've seen all season. Fuck the Deion Sanders shit. That Washington and Oregon game was electric. And at the end of the day, they both played hard. At the end of the day, one man had to win. And I wanted to talk a lot of shit about the Oregon coach because of how he got at Deion and shit. I really wanted to talk shit about him, but this was such a good fucking game, bro. Penix, I think Penix had, let's see what he had for stats on this one. Rushing, Penix had -5 yards rushing as a quarterback. Okay. Penix passing had 22 for 37, 1 interception, 302 yards, 4 touchdowns. Longest was 43. All right. Let's go down. Let's check out the running back play, which was pretty goddamn decent. All right. Okay. Now this is where shit kind of bounced out with the receiving. All right. You had Romo Jones, who had 8 receptions, 128, 2 touchdowns, 43 yards was his longest. Then you had this other Dalen Polk, 6 receptions for 118, 1 touchdown, 35 yards. It was his longest. Giles Jackson, 6 receptions. Look, these guys got some pretty good, pretty big receptions, right? This is some pretty good numbers. 6 for 58, 1 touchdown, 26 yards was his longest. Dillian Johnson, 2 receptions for 10 yards. All right. This is 23 total receptions on the night. These guys played a really cool part in Washington's offense, and that's how they came back on those dudes, man, when they were down. They marched right down the motherfucking field, got back into this goddamn game. This shit was exciting. If you didn't see it, this is one of those. This will be a classic. This will be an ESPN classic.
My watch those highlights.
Yeah. Get back to these numbers. I want to end this with the game of the night. I thought was Notre Dame at SC at Notre Dame. Listen, man. UFC came into this thing at number what? What were they? 10. USC walking to this at number 10. All right. Into Notre Dame. And let me tell you, bro. Caleb Williams threw 4 interceptions. All right. He had 13 yards receiving, attempts at rushing, -18 yards. Okay. Now, he did rush some, but I'm sure they just disintegrated the rest of it. He went to the negative, right? Caleb Williams, and I'm not laughing at the homie because he just had a bad night. That's it. He had a bad night. He was 23 for 37 with 3 interceptions, 199 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest pass was 21 yards. And that was the night. I do want to say
Slum Village.
Right, it was bad. So Caleb Williams and Marshawn Lloyd are also both from the WCAC, the Washington Athletic Conference. Salute to those boys. Because you know who else played there? Me and Dark Jada.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Marshawn Lloyd played decent. He had 8 attempts, 46 yards, 1 touchdown. 31 yards was his longest rush. Notre Dame was on fire. I'm proud of Marcus Freeman being a black head coach, but I don't want to do that black head coach shit, but just seeing a dude of my age group, another brother of my age group, right? I think he's like maybe 2 years older than you and I, but we the same age. That's the same age to me. To see him in that space where he's doing very, very well, and he looks great doing it.
It's that time, man.
Yeah.
It's that time. And I think we're gonna
I think
see
so.
more and more of that, as things continue to progress. So
So listen,
it's just,
guys. Quit.
oh no, I was saying it take people a little bit to get comfortable with things, but once they comfortable, man, hey, hey, it's a party.
Pop culture changing everything. Pop culture is changing everything.
Yeah,
I truly believe that.
yeah,
I do. I believe it. I believe times are getting different with pop culture, and even the way these coaches are dressing now, and the way like Marcus Freeman is a really good representation of us. I like what he's doing at Notre Dame, and I want to salute him and give him credit for this giant fucking winning night. Salute to Marcus Freeman. Love, homie.
Hey man,
Yo, go
you been
for it.
following Yale?
Follow who?
Yale,
Yeah, what?
Yale,
The university?
yeah.
No.
Hey man,
What?
it's a player to look out for. Player to look out for. I don't know if he's gonna transfer to another school or not, but it's a player to look out for. Name is Bryce June. I'm just gonna drop that to you. That way, you know what I'm saying, you could do your magic and look up and check out and.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. Well, let's. I don't know what to say. You fucked up my outro.
No, I didn't.
Hey, guys, look here. Look here. One more time. You know the Dank, you can catch us every Friday night at 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. East Coast time. You can catch us on YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, and we're every Friday night, man. Coming, we're here doing all sports you dig, and we have a Sunday night boxing show, which will start again next week, called Man Talk Boxing. We just going to give you out about 45 minutes of some good boxing talk between Stack and I. We're going to bring in some guests, but yo, we are one half of the Dank Dad Sportscast. Tune into us Fridays at 7 p.m. West Coast time, 10 p.m. EST. Nothing but love.
EST.
Holla.